Hey Emo Cruisers, my name is Cooper and I just wanted to put together a quick video that may answer some questions still lingering here in our group. First, I just want to give a quick shout out to Matt. Man, thank you so much for putting this together. This is literally my dream vacation and I could not be more excited. Also, great job on the emo costume. I just think I need somebody to help me with the wig or something. What to pack? Now you can't forget the obvious. Your toothbrush, phone charger, sunscreen, swimsuit, band tees. But a lot of people don't realize it gets really chilly at night, especially on the pool deck. You're on a moving vessel, the wind is blowing, you're in the middle of the ocean, so don't forget your hoodies. Don't forget to pack something nice to wear for the emo date night with Dashboard Confessional. Now, unlike other six-man cruises, we don't have themed costume nights. But if you've been following, there are some unofficial themed nights on the Discord, and a lot of those are costume-centric. So if you plan on participating in that, plan accordingly. If you booked excursions while we're in Ensenada, be mindful of anything you may need to pack that is excursion-specific, but those are completely dependent on your needs, may not even apply. If you plan on shopping the markets in Ensenada, plan on leaving some extra space in your luggage. That way, if you buy gifts for friends or family members, you don't accidentally exceed the luggage weight limit for your airline. Some extra stuff that may come in handy: portable battery charger. This is a must, as well as a outlet splitter. Now the cabins only have 2 outlets per, so you're definitely going to want to get some kind of outlet splitter to maximize the amount of devices that you can charge at one time. However, it has to be non-surge protected, so make sure whatever you get, it is not a surge protected outlet splitter. Magnetic clips and hooks. Now, since the walls of the ship are metal, you can hang a hook for your swimsuit to dry or a clip to post your schedule, whatever you may need. Earplugs. If you're in a noisy part of the ship or if your roommate snores, don't forget your earplugs. Wrinkle remover spray. Since an iron is on that restricted items list and getting one from your cabin steward may not be as easy as you'd like, wrinkle remover spray can be a nice alternative for getting those wrinkles out, especially for date night. Poopery. Whether you're rooming with friends or your significant other, the circulation in these cabins are not great, so poopery is a must. Lanyards. Now, Six-Man Letty said that we would all be given a lanyard whenever we board, but if you wanted to bring your own, maybe have your own style or your own pizzazz, make sure it has one of these to hold your cruise card. Otherwise, it's pointless. And it's a music festival, right? Swag for the swag swap. Now, this is a totally optional thing, but if you wanted to participate in the swag swap, which is on the schedule, come prepared. I'll also link below the NCL restricted items list. That way you don't accidentally pack something that's going to get confiscated or, worst case scenario, could get you into trouble. What to expect and getting to the ship. Here is the port location. Here it is. Here is the address. Now, whenever you get to port, you're not going to just walk onto the ship with all of your luggage straight to your room. You're actually going to hand it off to the porters. Be sure you bring some small bills. Tip those porters. Those guys would really appreciate it. So if you haven't yet, purchase some of these luggage tags. Hopefully you've already made preparations for the documentation that you're going to need to get onto the ship. If not, it's too late to get a passport, so you better make sure you have your birth certificate. There are 2 types of birth certificates out there. There's the short form abstract and your long form, which has all of your hospital information. It has to be a long form birth certificate with an accompanying government ID. If you don't have a passport, make sure it's this long form birth certificate plus your ID. Otherwise, you're not getting on that ship. Now, your cabin room will not be immediately accessible whenever you get onto the ship. So make sure you have some kind of small bag with any kind of medications that you may need or anything that you want on hand until such a time that you can get into your cabin. Now, as soon as you board the ship, obviously we're in the port of LA, so we are in US waters. Even if you have the drink package, any beverages you get until we are in international waters will be taxed. On top of the gratuities, there is a tax, probably around $1 a drink is what people say. So plan for that. Smoking and vaping. Now this is very, very important. No smoking or vaping in your cabin or on your balcony under any circumstances. You will absolutely get in trouble for this. They take it very, very seriously, especially smoking. There have been fires. We're not going to get into all of that. But there are designated smoking and vaping areas on the ship. Stick to those. Freestyle dining. Now there are two main dining rooms. Tsar's Palace, which has more of a 19th century Russian oligarch vibe, and then Azura, which is a little bit more modern, sleek feel. The freestyle dining basically means you walk in and tell them you're ready to dine, and you are eventually seated. Now, if you wanted to do an excursion while you're in Ensenada, you're probably SOL. All of the excursions through the NCL website are sold out. Now, if you wanted to try to bypass that and go straight to an excursion provider, you could try, but I don't recommend it. One of the added benefits of booking an excursion through the cruise line is going to be that travel guarantee that, hey, the ship's not going to leave Mexico without you guarantee. Do you really want to risk being left just so you can go on an ATV or a horseback ride? I wouldn't. The markets look fantastic. There's tons of shopping and food options. Husong's Cantina and Bar Andaluz have this really cool local rivalry going in Ensenada, where they both claim to be the inventors of the margarita. So, personally, I plan on trying both, having a little margarita contest between the two. If you can't do an excursion, don't worry, there's still tons to do in Ensenada. You may have seen Playa Hermosa, just south of the port. Don't go there. Playa Hermosa is known to be the most contaminated beach in Mexico due to a nearby sewage runoff. Now, if you plan on exploring Ensenada on foot, I highly recommend downloading the Ensenada area on Google Maps for offline use. This could ultimately keep you from getting lost, or worst case scenario, missing the ship. Which brings me to my last point. Number one thing for port day, guys. Number one, if you get off of that ship, do not be late for the ship. All right, let's say that again. Do not be late for the ship. Say it with me. Do not be late. Some random information that may come in handy. Number one, put your phone on airplane mode. As soon as you get onto that ship, put your phone in airplane mode. People have also talked about communication on the ship. Now, NCL does have a messaging function on their app, but I've heard nothing but spottiness about that, okay? People have also mentioned walkie-talkies. Again, very unreliable. The best thing I can suggest is getting a dry erase board, keeping it in your room, and leaving notes to your cabin mates in case you guys get split up with a meeting time or a meeting location. Hey, see you at dashboard on the pool deck type of thing. Now, if you plan on having your phone with you on the ship, a really interesting thing I saw was to have your name and room number as your screensaver on your phone in case it gets lost. If you look back through this group, I know a lot of other people have already posted some really cool templates to use for that. Thank you so much, guys. I hope you found some really useful information in this video that can help prepare you for this vacation. I know, just like you, I could not be more excited, and I'm really looking forward to meeting as many of you as possible. Take care.